Mark, you were very pleased last Saturday. I should imagine you're even more pleased today.
Well, of course I am, yeah. 2 wins on the spin, that's done the boys the world of the good, and they thoroughly deserved it. You know, they're a decent team, we know that. They've got decent players, decent manager, and they'll be up there, no doubt. But we've put a little marker down today that when we work as hard as we did, we know we've got people who can play. We know we've got people who've got good ability. But when we work as hard as that, and I thought we won. Well, obviously we won the game in the first half, but the defence was superb. We won every first ball, every second ball, and you know we scored one. Well, we scored 3. Could have had a couple more. Second half, I didn't think it was a penalty, to be honest, but he's give it, and it hasn't taken anything out of the lads. They've been strong. They've had to deal with everything. Like I say, they're a good side. They're going to crack the odd chance or two, but we stood up to it well, and perhaps should have scored more on the break.
Is that the big change this season, the work rate?
I think having the numbers that we've got, 22, I think it's 22 anyway, something like that. Never had this many, can't count that high. It gives us a chance to work the players really hard. We had a really tough pre-season, as you saw with performances like the Starbridge game, and you know it was for a purpose. It wasn't to beat Starbridge. It was to make sure they're as fit and as strong as they are. And Jason Murphy coming on board, along with the other boys on the backroom staff who have worked extremely hard, has given us, it's given more base, more fitness base to us without a shadow of a doubt. But when you've got 22, you can do it. When you've got 16, 17, 18, you can't always push them as far as you want. You need them to be playing on a Saturday. But the players have benefited massively from a really good pre-season.
And good to see the goals being scored.
Yeah, I said last year, well, at the end of the season when Wes left, and it was pretty obvious Wes was leaving, that I don't think we're going to get one who's going to score 20, 25, but I think we'll be a better team, and those goals will be spread around, and hopefully that'll be the case for the rest of the season. It's great that your strikers score. It's good that Jeff's got a couple, Mo's got off the mark today. Darryl was, again, outstanding today. We've got Jimmy Spencer to come back in, so plenty of good things from the game, but not to get carried away. You know, we beat a good side, we beat them well, but we've got to go again.
In terms of the performance, the best performances since you've been manager?
This needs to be a bit early for me to think about that. They're everyone's favourites for the title. We knew that we had to work, we knew that we had to perform, we knew we had to battle, we knew we had to do everything involved in winning the football match today, and to a man, everybody did it. The subs who came on, Harry had to go on for the last 2 minutes to go back and head things out of their box, and when you play good teams, you've got to work hard, and I think the improvement in the boys, the fitness levels and all that, I think the performances have got better and better as the season's gone on so far, and what we can't settle for is 2 wins on the spin. We've got to go again Tuesday, got to go again next Saturday, and there's a real spirit in that dressing room and a belief that we haven't got 16, 17 players that we're looking at, and perhaps 1 or 2 of those are not quite ready. We've got 22 boys who potentially are all wanting to get into the first team, and that's great for me as a manager, great for us as a staff, and I think it's getting better performance out of everybody else.
What's the story on Jeff Goulden?
Missed training on Thursday with illness. Put in a real good shift for 50 minutes, literally just feeling weak and nauseous at half time, and it was plainly obvious. I wanted to get another 15-20 minutes out of him. I think after 5, I think it was plainly obvious that he was struggling a little bit. But again, tremendous for the cause. He put in a great shift. He did a little bit yesterday, felt not the best, but he was excellent first day.
To be asking you this after winning what you just said about the squad, but chance of deadline day is looming. Do you expect movement in or out before?
I'm expecting 1 in yet, but I think we all know where that's coming. It's a challenge for the keeper spot without a shadow of a doubt, which is what I've said all along. That should be happening if all goes to plan. We should have something in place by Wednesday. I don't see anything else. No, I don't think so. You know, it's shut for a week, and it's different in the lower levels where you have another week and it opens back up for loans. We're not in any rush. We're always looking to, like I've said before, we're always looking to improve. I've got to keep asking the question if and when something comes up. But like I say, we've got enough boys on the bench and not getting a game at the moment that are pushing for places to I think we'll be all right for a few weeks.
And the atmosphere in the dressing room after that, I think is pretty good, because they are a good team, and you've beaten them pretty comprehensively.
Yeah, it's a good atmosphere, but no more than it should be. You know, we've won 3 points. We haven't won anything else. But the lads know that the work rate that they put in today is what it's about. Northampton was exactly the same, and we've got to do week in, week out, and we're striving for a bit of consistency. And it's nice to be saying that when you've won a couple on the bounce rather than win one, lose one, and draw one. You know, it's nice to be saying, right, we want consistency, and I think if we're going to do something like we think we can, then we have to demand that off each other.
Final question for me: when the fixtures came out, I think a number of us looked at August and thought, that's quite tough. There's quite a lot of very good teams in there.
Yep.
August is gone. Five league games, 3 wins. Satisfied?
I have to be, because that's what we've got. But I think we probably should have a couple more on the board. At least another 2, if not 4. But we haven't. You know, we just got to forget about that. What's gone's gone. We've had 5 games. We're probably in the right half of the table now. And we've got to build on it. Everyone's jockeying for positions now, and I think we've beaten a very good side. We've beaten them quite convincingly, and we've got, like I said before, we've got to demand it off each other every week.
Mark, thanks so much.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Mark, were Crawley do you expect them to be as direct as they were today?
Yep. They've got good play. They're playing the right areas. You know, it's not long ball. It's not anything direct. You know, they've got a Barnett up there who's a mobile 6'2" who leaps like a gazelle and puts people in. They have, you know, Wesley Thomas, Tubbs, Josh Simpson, other forward-thinking players who thrive off getting the ball forward, and they play to their strengths, and fair play to them. You know, they're a good side, but like I say, we knew what was going to be happening. We knew that the back four needed to make sure that they won and competed for every single ball, and they were magnificent in doing that, and that gave us a nice solid platform to build on, and then we managed to play a few decent bits of football ourselves.
Yeah. Wesley Thomas got a decent reception for the game, but then were you surprised they played on with that when the restart?
I just said to him at half time it was a little bit naughty. I don't think he meant. I don't know if he meant it. I don't know, you know, but he actually scored the 3rd goal from it, so I'm not going to complain. I would have complained if anything would have happened from it, bar what did. That's what managers are about. I said to him, I thought it was a bit naughty. But like I say, whether he understood the situation or I don't know. Sometimes you give him the benefit of the doubt. You know, you come back to an old stomping ground, wherever you are, and you're caught up in the moment. And it's not. I don't think it was anything malicious. The boys gave him a bit of ribbing. You know, obviously you saw that on the pitch, and after I've just spoke to him and he knows it. I don't know. It's one of them things. It's certainly not something that we got to vilify him for. You know, he was brilliant for our club last year. He's moved on, and like I said, we wish him every success. But you know, we've moved on too, and we've got to just concentrate on ourselves. Yeah,
some lovely football today, and I mean, you played some lovely football here at the start of last season. Had a good start at home. It's all about sustaining it now, isn't it?
Like I said, keep demanding off each other. Not only the football, the ugly stuff. I think we do the ugly stuff better than we did last year, because we got some ugly players, so that helps. We have to do it. We have to. If you want to be where you want to be, you've got to work hard. You've got to do the stuff that footballers don't like doing, if you like. You know, they all want to play. They all want to open teams up. They all want to run forward, but they have to run back twice as hard for me. And I've got a group at the moment who are not only more than willing to do it, they're doing it.
Yeah. Clyde Mohammed's best game for Cheltenham, would you say?
Had a couple of really good games in pre-season. Started the season with a couple of good games. Had a little dip. He was very good. Very good.
Yeah. Cheers, Mark.
Pleasure.